Today I've got my thoughts on the LEGO Marvel Sanctum Sanctorum from 2022, which I got a few months ago for a pretty darn good discount of 60% off, or actually not 60% off. 60% off would have been one heck of a discount, but $60 off the regular retail from, not from LEGO, but from a local toy store in my area that is now closed. But I'm finally getting around to the thoughts video for it, just because I didn't have time originally, because, well, the project that I was working on when I actually picked this set up was the LEGO Ideas treehouse that you guys recently saw a video on recently. And then I just kind of, after I got that done, I still wanted to do another large project, and so this was kind of the only one that I could really do to where it was a big project, to where I wouldn't get burnt out, to where it wasn't too big. So I just busted through this in surprisingly under 2 weeks to actually opening it up. So pretty happy with the speed that I was able to whip this out, considering the Jazz Club from earlier this year took me a full month. This took me under 2 weeks, including the stickers. But we've got all the minifigs for the set, which I don't know all the minifigs for the set because I'm not a Marvel Multiverse fan, so I'm not going to go over all the figures, but it's still nice to have all of these nice Marvel figures added to the collection. Not sure if I'll start a Hall of Armor for the city somewhere, considering we are probably rumored to get that Avengers Tower modular type thing later this year. That was another reason I wanted to just bust through this, was if we are going to get that, then that rumored $520 Avengers Tower is probably going to be on my wanted list. I'll be saving up VIP points for that, so pretty happy that I was able to get this done, even with some very challenging spots throughout this build, mainly the strange corner spot up the side on the first and second floor of the building. Those were pretty unique builds for those spots, so that was definitely a unique bit of building. Everything else, though, went together surprisingly well, and I would say probably the other interesting bit was probably the main front, like, large window here on the roof. And then other than that, I had a pretty straightforward build experience with the official set here. Now, I will be modifying the set a little bit, and that's just taking out the one portal panel that can be interchanged and making my own light gray wall of the same height and size for the first floor breakaway panel, and just taking that portal out completely. But the other two I'm planning to keep in their planned spots. So the Gargantos coming through the portal, which I have actually flipped around and done more work for myself because I've actually flipped the masonry bricks on that panel to be facing outward while Gargantos is on the inside. And the Captain America billboard is on the backside on the roof level. So that was what I did for a few changes and plans for future changes. But other than that, and a few stickers that were kind of tedious, I actually really enjoyed this build. It's obviously not as good as an actual modular, which they've got prints, so they're all prints, so that kind of makes those a little bit better for me, who's just struggles with stickers all the time. But I'll still take any modular, Marvel one or not. So pretty happy to add this into the collection. So this month's city update's going to be definitely a big one, with 2 big additions for the city for this month, and quite a few bits getting rearranged, because this is not the final spot for the sanctum or the bugle. I just have them here for this video. But overall, I'm pretty happy to finally have the sanctum done, because that's 2/3 of my Marvel Street done. So pretty happy with that. And speaking of my Marvel Street here, I have moved my custom city square to the other side of my Daily Bugle after I modified it and changed it, because it actually works really well with the wraparound advertisement from the Daily Bugle set. So I think that's going to be the corner build on the other side of the Daily Bugle to finish off the full back row of buildings 100%. So I think the back row of buildings is going to be complete now 100%, and then I'll be sliding the diner all the way down to the fire station. So that's just some future projects that won't take too long, but shifting the Daily Bugle is going to be probably the worst project out of everything, because that thing is such a pain to move, unbuilt or not. But that's what I've got for my overall thoughts on the 2022 Sanctum Sanctorum modular. You guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future.